My name is Joey. I am the Chief Smoking Officer for the Mobile Cigar Lounge. So there's three R's, the Mobile Cigar Lounge. Myself, I'm a Marine Corps vet. I went to Iraq in 0809. And so it's my business partner, Alvaro Patrick. So he's a Marine Corps veteran as well. And then Miley Massid, he commissioned and went to Afghanistan. For veterans, we have this thing called the smoke pit. And that's where we would go if you're on a mission or if you're on patrol or if you're training. But during that time, it was kind of like a nice way to just relax for a bit and like disconnect from what was happening. So that's where we found time just to build that camaraderie, just joke around, bust chops a little bit, and then go right back to it. So for us, we call it like a tactical pause. So when we started this business, essentially it was like, where do those things happen, but in civilian sense, right? And for us, it's being around that smoke pit now translates to, hey, let's do it at your big events, those big milestones, those when you're like 30, 40, 50, 60 birthdays, or, getting married or a company outing and things like that. Those are the moments that we want to create. So essentially the cigar that we just sell is just the product, right? The actual product is the experience that we do want our clients to feel and have for them and their guests. So our business is it's seasonal, it's cyclical, right? We're in the Northeast where it gets very cold, right? Smoking cigars outside, it's very cold. So strategy is just offload a little bit of our supplies that we want to get before the year is up to then pay for these cigars and supplies before the year's over to have it ready for the next year. So for me, it's for inventory and logistics and a little bit more of marketing as well. So, and then by the time Q2, because now we've built this relationship, Q2, it's like we're back in our flow. And I'll probably go call you guys again in the fall, but at least we have this nice cyclical relationship together. I think when you're looking for financing, I think one of the most important things is one, is credibility, right? And kind of like terms and the agreements. And two, I think when you're looking for someone to get the finance or loans with, I think there has to be a relationship in place. So I know that when I reached out, it was like, hey, I want to build a relationship with you guys. Start off with these things, I'll build our business. So that as we continue to grow, I could be like, hey, Credibly, I'm looking for this just to inject a little cash flow and then get everything good to go. And Paul, and the people past that worked with me has always been easy. It's kind of like, here's the list. This is what you need. And that's exactly what we did. And I joked with Paul. I was like, Paul, was this like a record time of getting things? Because we're just going back and forth. And then I was just like, all right, signed. All right, good. Because at that time, I already did probably like 2 or 3 times with you guys already. So I'm very familiar with the process. So it was just like, okay, click. Of course, the first time you're kind of like, okay, what's this? What the terms mean, the years, tell me what this means. Because the first time as a business owner, right, that you don't know what you're looking for, you got to ask questions. And, there's different types of financing, different types of options and loans, and there's different types of strategies on how to use your financing, right? But after that, it was kind of like, yep, boom, 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 boom. But I think that's just a good relationship. You helped me solve my problem. Credibly was there. So I think for a business owner, you can't just get financing just to get finances, just to start off your business sometimes. I think you gotta have some sort of strategy of where you go place those funds into. Like just to inject $150,000, just to be like, yeah, I started my business without actually having a plan settled. And kind of like, hey, we're going to allocate this money for XYZ. One, you got to make sure you can pay it back, right? You do not want to break that relationship. Make sure that your business can sustain that. And two, have a strategy to use those funds to then grow your business. If anyone that's listening, that you're a business owner and you just have questions, just reach out to Credibly. Reach out and just ask questions, right? Whether you do a finance now or get you ready for the future, I think it's worth a conversation. Right? Especially if you're planning out as a business owner, you're not living day to day. You should be like having your goals of like your year and your 5-year pledge. If you're looking at financing, have a conversation with people like Credibly and just be like, hey, what does it take for me to get a loan? And what does my business need to do? We have this dream, I think, where we have this end goal. And our target would be like, it'd be great to franchise this and put them in the top 10 states of where people are getting married and where the average cost of a wedding is pretty high. I saw this post of, if you have a job where you could pick up your kid and drop them off, pick them up, it's like you're already winning at life, right? So I like to take that stance that I get to hang out with my son, get to do the homework when I'm here and stuff. So I think that's like a fun thing to add the family portion to my business. Yeah, I don't know what to do when he grows up though, because I have like cigars and whiskey in the huge bar downstairs. So I have a plan, but hopefully it works.